some clips, or I'm going to show some films, and after that we can discuss whatever you want, and I will try to explain what is the philosophy in that let's say model of that system. Let me see. I'm going to share this. I'm going to talk about that I use a press. I use press, let's say 40 minutes press. And I'm not talking about the typical press of after basket or after on the last seconds, or when you're winning or losing on the last seconds, or after free throw. I'm talking about constant press. And I'm not also talking about how to do it in this corner on that position. I'm talking more about some concepts that I have different, let's say, scenarios where you can work. The idea, I'm gonna try to play this. The idea is first, they are on this press. What I want is first try to do the things really well. For example, ball pressure. It means that everybody is in the ball pressure is focused on the ball, like on this situation. And what we want is that every aspect of the game we care. It's not about, for example, here that we are pressing 1-2. No, we are always man-to-man full court. And what we are doing is that if the player is coming close to me, I'm responsible to defend that area. So this is a little bit long to explain, but it's starting with doing the little basic things well. Ball pressure, something that I will tell you later that I call my area, something I will tell you later that I call my space, something that I talk line defense instead of a triangle, ball, me, player. No, I always say line. So it's very risking and very aggressive, but also very challenging. Also talking about how we trap, how we play on the weak side, how we play on the low post, what we do on one-on-one situations on defense, and how we orientate our defense all the time. So most of the situations it happened that what I want is that the players, and what you just talk, Mike, is that I want everybody feeling important. So one of my things is I want everybody play. So in my teams, all the players play every game. So there is a lot of rules that we pay attention. But for example, here, situations when we play with little guards against big guy, a mismatch situation, we always say, all the coaches would say ball pressure and deny first passes. So this is what I'm doing here. Being front on the low post, ball pressure, constantly ball pressure. Constantly trying to be aggressive on one-on-one situations. And obviously, I know that we do a lot of fouls, but here also no fouls for me, they will call it. But I don't care because Brandon played with the Pistons, so I know they made more fouls than my teams. What I want is that everybody feel that can produce in defense. And one of the things on my teams that I think that I'm responsible to make them deliver. This is one of the talents. I'm responsible to make them deliver. And how you can be, because I know we are not going to have always the best team. We are not going to have the most quality. We are not going to be, maybe all the players, they are not going to be aggressive or physical or faster or slower, but we all have to work. And in this situation, for example, just situations that we talk about doing, we call it blue, but it's about doing traps, just depending of several situations that comes from when the other team wants to play one-on-one. For example, here, another situation. We don't want that. Or when the player is coming to my area, we don't want that. Or the last 6-8 seconds, we don't want one-on-one situations. Or when the big guy or somebody spin, we want to make a trap. Or when somebody's turning, we want to make a trap. or when the player on offense, my player on offense is resting, he doesn't see me, boom, try to do a trap. Obviously, as you can see here, all 5 players are working. It cannot be only one player. It cannot be only that we are talking on the corners or on this position or on the low post. It's about trying to make everybody be participant, trying to make everybody deliver on defense. And again, you can be young or old, you can be faster or slow, but you have to be all the time ready to produce on defense. This is one of my main concerns all the time. And I think that on defense is where you can show your talent, because one of the talent that it's never talk, it's when you have some players that maybe they don't have the quality to take the best shots, but they are ready to do everything for the team. And when this happens, everybody is producing all the time. Last seconds. Trying to do work. And I know that obviously in NBA it can be different because it's very difficult to do it 82 games like that. But in Japan, we play 75 games and we were doing this. In Canada, we were doing this. Well, I did this in everywhere. And what I don't want is anybody resting. A player don't see you, he's gonna spin. This is the rule. Everybody trying to be all 5 players involved. And well, there is a lot of topics to talk about this. So it's not about only about how we press, because, for example, on this situation, this is not normal situation. But when the players want to produce, like they will do now on defense, all 3 guys on the first line, they are on the line. They are up the line, on the line. They are not making me ball and triangle concept. And the big guy fall, they react quick, trap. So what I'm doing, they call foul, but you know the rest, they do a lot of mistakes normally. Here also, situation that we'll talk about it, if you want to talk about low post, when you have a mismatch situation, is the same. Here, there are 2 players resting on offense, so 3 players can work on defense, on the ball. But everything starts when you are working on the ball. For example, another example, I'm just gonna put you more tips because that's the same. The player is resting close to the ball, I go, because I'm guarding my area. I'm not guarding only my player, I'm guarding everything around me. I'm guarding everything 2 meters close to me, because the other player is in the half court, the other player is not, he doesn't want the ball, so all 3 working. And well, I just took 5 games, and after 5 games, after every game, we always cut and scout our own team. So, and there are a lot of things to talk about, but what I want to show is that, as you see, all 5 players are involved on that position, and it's not about 4 out, 1 in, or 3 out, 2 in, or pick and roll, or whatever. It's more about how you're working with your area and your player. Wherever you are, that's the same situation. Wherever you are responsible to guard your player, but also everything around you. So if a player screen, if a player cut, if a player move, I'm actioning. A player comes to my area, I don't allow the one-on-one. So it's more about working constantly. And this is, for me, press defense, not only 40 minutes and the typical and common press. I'm talking about trying to be aggressive and make everybody feel part of that. Here, player don't see, I've come from behind. Here, all 5 are working. Fake and coming from behind. Fake and coming from behind. This is Mangano from Yale, I think, or Harvard. He throw a rock. So I'm trying to make the players feel that sometimes, even they have a bad game, they can be very important for the team. but all the time, ball pressure. All the time, all 5 players involved. All the time, I'm guarding the ball and my player and my space. And my space. And my space constantly, with mistakes for sure. So in general, this is the way that I'm trying to play that defense allow me to do one of the things that for me it's one of the key factors for a coach is to be fair. In basketball, you have to be fair. If you are unfair, you are breaking your team. You are breaking one player, the player are teammates, they talk on the locker room, there will be groups. I want them all to be important on the team, and on that way that I use 12 players to play that kind of intensity, I need 12 players rotation. I need everybody working. I just want they feel that even if they have bad game, they will be really important for us. I'm also trying to do more stuff like Mike said, like, for example, I change my starting 5 every game. So everybody knows
Wow.
that I will have my opportunity to show what the players also think, because at the end, players also thinking about it, not players, I mean, in general in life, we think about, you see, low post always front, so we reduce the space, because offense always wants to spread the court, defense always wants to limit. On my case, this is the situation. What I want, we call it my space. I'm talking about every time one player is moving, I want to be before him. I want to set my position. Watch now on the opposite corner. The player will make a move. I'm responsible to go that area before him. This is my space. I have to act. Here you will see too, on the weak side. This is my space. Player on the low post, front. This is my area now. Hand off. This is my area. So it's not you're trapping, the players are trapping wherever they feel. But what is important is to make them know that all of them, they can produce on defense. They have to deliver. This is what I think as a coach we have to do. That's the same. On the weak side, big guy will come to make a pick and roll. No, it's my space. I don't allow it. I don't allow it. I don't allow it. All the other players on the line, well, here, the big guy is almost 4-year-old, and he's trying to not make a show, because this is a very bad show, and all the pick and roll, we want to make a show, but I want the players stay on the line all the time. So for me, this is one way to make the players, let's say, to produce, and second, again, my space, to be fair with the minutes, because the relationships, they get affected with the minutes. If a player don't play and practice hard, especially in Europe, that you have 1 or 2 games a week, it's not the same that in NBA or even in Japan, but in Japan they work a lot, so they don't care. We can practice a lot too. Here, all same. This is my area. So on that position, here you will see the 2 guards, how they are guarding now, number 5, and this player, I don't remember name. Here, these guys go to screen. No, this is my space. My space. The other guy is going to screen. No, this is my space. Still, not the 9. We could talk about this. Low post, try to front all the time. Ball pressure constantly. Line on the weak side. Big guy ready to make a show, bad show. We want to trap. And I'm not talking about tactics. Here, for example, is a situation of my space. I call my space too, because the guy wants to make a pick and roll. I go before him. I could make a trap, or he split. Weak side is responsible. So I'm just talking about these actions because I think that somehow, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I think that somehow, once the players, can you see this video now? Can you see the video?
No.
No.
Let me see here. Maybe now.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
can you? Okay. But it's stopped. Let me see. Okay, now same weak side trap, not help. Weak side trap. Mismatch. We call it trap, direct trap. So no matter if you don't have advantage there because you're small or you're a pointer, if you have all 5 players ready to act in some actions, in some concepts like low post, but also on areas, on one-on-one, on the last second, on the best team, on the best player, on when the player is driving, when the player is trying to go baseline. In all these situations, if you make everybody involved, I think that at the end, you are controlling the rhythm and you're also being very aggressive. That this is one of the keys for me to win, But again, it's difficult to explain with 6-5 films, but I think at least you have an idea that the proposal that I do is always trying to make the teammates feel part of the project, and the project they build it. And you will tell me, no, but this guy is an old guy. Well, he's an old guy, but he play basketball. He must play defense. This guy is not as fast or as athletic as the other one. Yeah, he will try. The teammates will help because he's trying. If he doesn't try, that's totally different. But once a player is trying, the teammates, they will help the team. They will help it. So this is a little bit the philosophy of trying to press and use that talent, the team talent, in terms of no matter what kind of skills I have, I still can be very productive for the team. And I've been following a lot of coaches everywhere, and from all one, like Coach Bennett, Bennett Father, when he was in Wisconsin, Nolan Richardson, Coach Pitino before, Aito, one from Spain that is very good on some concepts of the ball side, and trying to see how I can make myself to feel that I can help my players. And I think that our coaching always reflect a little bit our background, our experiences, but also our way to feel. You say, Mike, before that you were not playing minutes and you were sitting on the bench. Me too. So I was saying, well, I think I can help, I'm sure I can help. So this is when I think that as a coaches, we need to build a little bit of that. And just it worked for me because every year I'm moving around and I see that the players are buying in. So I'm just trying to show you a little bit of that. I didn't show you the pick and roll that it's a clear one where everybody will trap and it will be very impressive, all of this. And I will not show you trap from the low post, from the top or from the wing or from the opposite wing or from the opposite corner, because this is what everybody is going to do on a trap. I just try to do something different where it's more about the players delivering,
Thank you very much, Pep. It has been great. A lot of things to say, a lot of things to ask, a few time. But open, please, I ask for brief questions or brief opinions and
if I could make a couple of comments, Pep, that was fabulous. I loved it. And a couple of things that I like. Number one, as a coach, and I think we're all like this, when we do our scouting reports on opponents, we want to, I can't prepare against you. That's a big thing. I got the greatest man-to-man plays of all time, except I can't get to run them against you, because you're just taking me out of everything. And
you're right, but you don't have advantage on that too, because I don't prepare a lot against you too.
No, I think that's an advantage.
Yeah,
I think that's an advantage.
I scout myself constantly. I scout my teams in practice constantly. And after the game, what I do is scout my game again, more than your team. So it's totally a little bit different but I tell you, my coaches see a lot of opponent games, and myself, I see 3 games live, and 1 game, it's 40 minutes. It takes me 3-4 hours because I really need to tell my players where we can do some stuff on that. But it's a little bit different of the normal work, let's say normal work, you know. So that's why I'm always having some conflicts too.
You force. I think what you do is you take the game. I think this is what Brendan's saying. You take it out of the coach's hands and you put it in the players' hands.
Right.
And you force the players, your opponent, to play basketball. They better stay spaced. They better move the basketball. They better cut. They better watch when 2 guys come together because there's likely to be a trap. So you force them to play basketball and make it a player's game.
Yeah, because you know what happened is that for me it was very difficult when I coach in Mexico and Puerto Rico and Venezuela, that you also play 4 games a week or 5 games a week. And it was very difficult for me to see, okay, how I'm going to tell the players are not coaches. The players, they don't see the set plays like we see the plays. How I'm going to tell them today about 10 plays from the opponent and tomorrow 10 new ones, and tell them that they have to do it like this and 10 more. So after 2 months, they know 80 or 90 plays, but they don't do shit. And this is something that for me, I can work like that. So let's create a way of my players are focused on they are doing or they are not doing. And if they are not doing, at least they are trying. If they are trying, I'm fine. I'm fine with that, because I think that this is the first. If they are willing to do things, I think that this is the first talent that I'm looking for. Now I'm trying to sign players and scouting players. I'm just scouting if they are willing to do things. This is the first. After that, if they can play pick and roll, if they can shoot up the pick and roll or not, if they like to pass or not, what they do with the ball, blah, blah, blah. But first, if they are willing to do things. If they are not willing to do things, we'll have a problem. And the problem is for me, because I want them to use 12 players. I need them 12. If don't, the intensity go down, you know.
Thank you, Pep. Thank you.
Pep, only 1 minute. 1 minute. Pep, for me, your copyright as a coach, because this is glue in your teams. This is glue. You connect every player with your idea from the first day, and you are able to destroy everything in their offense. You are destroying every play, every set, because the other team needs to play basketball, need to pass the ball, and you are changing other things. Is the contact in every country. You go to Venezuela, and then the refs need to call other fouls. You go to Mexico, and the refs need to call other fouls, because you are making a lot of using the contact a lot in my space.
Yes, it's true. It's true. But if you go to the finals of the Pistons, it was more contact. No, it's true. And I'm just trying to see if my players can do all this contact always. Because if you do it every day in practice, every day, in every single game of the season, when you are on the playoffs, your players are ready for that, you know. And you can win or lose, but I know that my team will compete always compete, and eventually we are winning. You know, so we're trying to do it.
Okay, thank you. I get 3 words. Fair, creativity, and identity as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Antonio.
Yes. Okay. My topic for today